Yo, what's up guys, Nanjiroh here, welcome to another video. So for this video, as always, I'm versus another interesting, you probably don't run into this deck often on ladder, just, a sort of like rogue deck as you were. For this game, I'm versus Control Force. Now when I say Control Force, I don't mean like the 80k vial somehow more expensive than Dragon Control that plays like the Saha package and some other like interesting things like say B&B. No, my opponent was just straight up Control Force, so let's go and hop into the game, and find out what happens. So, because of what happened the previous game, because the previous game I had played versus Force, and it was like a slower matchup. I believe he was playing Wolf Bolt. I decided to just keep a bit of a slower hand, but I do obviously like opt to keep the Breath of Sovereignness. This way, I have like 1 point of interaction if it does turn out that he's like an aggro force of some sort. So he plays Crystalia Lily here. Now the Crystalia Lily doesn't really... Okay, so it tells me it tells me one of a few different things. One, he's either Wolf Bolt, Saha Forest, or something else entirely. So now I'm just gonna get Breath of Sovereign into that. I Breath of Sovereign into this because like I don't want that to get Ancient Elf because that literally like invalidates any one big card I would play. That's too much for me. Now here when he passes on 3, I now know fuck. He's a slower deck. This is gonna be a problem. Just because he has one more Evo than me. Additionally, it's not like say how the blood matchup was, in which I could like wait for them to like bait themselves and like draw more cards than me. No, because Forest doesn't really have that much card draw. Okay, so they do have some forms of card draw, but it's not like say but it's definitely not like say Dragon's form of card draw, which like this Oracle, the second and third forever. And the second and third Oracle, like those are all going to draw me cards. So I do have to for a time be the aggressor, but I also like want to like bait out a lot of his cards, so that way like I can just go ahead and just play the 1-up game. So here I go ahead and Oracle. I believe I go ahead and play the Sybil here. So now I'm at 10 mana. Now I could try to go for the win next turn, but by playing up the Bahamut, but I don't want to. Like, especially now that he plays Lilac, because he goes Lilac, Evo's the Lilac, trades into my Sybil. It's a free trade because the Lilac effect procs, so now Sybil dies before Lilac takes any damage. Then he plays Dungeon Crawl Fairy. Like, okay, so if you don't know what Dungeon Crawl Fairy is, basically it just says bounce a creature or an amulet you control back to your hand for 2, and it's a 2-mana 2/2. But yeah, so he basically bounced that back to his hand, and because he did that, and because he has Evos, I can never play this Bahamut. Straight up, I just can never play it. And that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. So here, this turn, I just go Oracle, and because he gave me a good Sahakil clear, I just choose to go ahead and go for that, because this way I'll get another Evo from him. The more Evos he uses, the better for me, because it means that like when that Dungeon Crawl Fairy comes out, if it doesn't have an Evo, that means I can kill it on my turn and then go face and just go about my business. Additionally, by going for the Sahakil play, it lets me get a few cards out of my hand, which is good. Now here he goes double Sylvan Justice to clear. Into Healing Angels, I'm like, okay, alright, cool, I see healing. The heal in this matchup doesn't matter. I mean like it does, but it doesn't matter because I already know he has so much that like, yeah. So here I go ahead and draw again, because again I do have to take the role of, okay, well I'm gonna draw a bunch of cards and then try to make a play that way. But yeah, but here he goes Tina to clear. That's one more Evo down, so I just need the last one. And then he clears my board, hits me for 2. Now the damage I take doesn't matter. Like, he's not Roach. I don't have to care. And then here he plays one more threat, so now he plays perfectly into this Clown Flag that gets me a +2. And then I do draw my Poly, so maybe next turn I can try to think about like playing my Poly if he doesn't like commit anything. Okay, so this turn when he went double fairy, I needed to play Israfil. I chose to play the Poly because I wasn't playing around Bahamut, because the scariest Bahamut is the Bahamut that they did not see coming. So again, like I should have just gotten like Israfil plus Evo. That would heal me back up to 19. At 19, I never died to anything, and that would have been good, because I would have forced out the Bahamut most likely, or would have forced out the last Evo. But because I'm trying to like play around that fact that he has that last Evo, I chose to go for this play instead, and I'm about to get punished. Because this Poly was gonna be the only way that I could force this board stall to a close and finish the game. I mean, I did get a Bahamut out of him, but like that's. Thankfully, I get the Saha. So now with the Saha, because I know this game's gonna go for a while, I have to go for the Saha Yo-Yo here, in which I just Evo the Bahamut, trade, have my now 15-15 Bahamut trade into his 13-13. It kills it, comes right back to my hand. This is good. Now this is like a low tempo play, but that's fine because like he hasn't really been playing cards. I don't need to really play cards. Here he just straight up just passed and like, okay, all right. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just put him through a stress test. Like I'm only gonna play the Ayala here. There was merit for me playing the Sybil. However, I'm gonna hold back on that because like he has to clear this board. However, here he goes Satan, and I'm like, what the? Oh my god, I'm about to get wrecked. And okay, and now here. It's a difficult spot for me to be in because like he still doesn't use that last Evo, so now I have to give him my last Evo. And here what I honestly should have done is I should have just gone Israel Evo and just straight up just Evo into the same, because again like the Israel's gonna die. I know that, he knows that. Like, but if I keep the Israel at full HP because I can do that, and that's why I choose to go for this turn. That means I'm not only losing, well, it means I'm losing damage, and part of that damage is possible repetitive damage, just because like people are pretty averse to killing Ayalas. They just are. So I choose to go for that play because I do need to heal. I literally need to heal this turn. But yeah, if I push for the additional damage, that let's see, I would have been pushing 8, and then if the if at least the Sahako sticks, then that's enough to kill him. But I was kind of expecting to get like another like Bahamut to come out, but just not. And so yeah, like so technically, I did miss the 2-turn lethal setup, and I am about to get punished for that because like there's technically punished for that, but then he goes out and plays Elf Queen, so now he's back up to full. And this is difficult because he's in Satan. I do not know exactly in what order he's gonna draw these cards. So I have to physically clear every single thing every single turn because I don't want to get Astaroths. If I get Astaroths, I die. If anything's stuck on the board. However, because he's at 20, that also makes this difficult because now because he's at a high enough HP total, he knows that, okay, well maybe, just maybe, I can just go ahead and just take the tempo loss or just Astaroths for 10 and just pass my turn, or just put this guy at 1, and then he can just like kill me with a top deck disc or top deck rider. So I just go ahead and apply some pressure here, and I just go ahead and just go face of both creatures. He has to clear both creatures. I mean, obviously it's very easy that he clears both creatures. But I want the Zeus to just, to be able to get some damage in. This, and like right now, like if he can't clear both, top deck Genesis was lethal until he healed with Dis's Damnation, and then healed again with Healing Angel. I mean, that's fine. Like he thankfully trades because he doesn't want what just happened to happen again, which is good because that plays into what I want him to do. Now this turn I have to go Breath of the Salamander. I don't have a choice because again, I don't know in what order he drew these. I know that he has 2 Satan cards in hand. So, but thankfully, because he keeps playing out the non-Satan cards, I now know that he only has the. I now know that he only has Satan cards in his deck, and that he does not have a second Bahamut. So now I can just go ahead and freely play out my Baha here, and now I'm setting up lethal. He needs to play 2 cards, but he literally cannot play 2 cards because like the only thing in his hand are Satan cards. So here he plays the Astros to drop me down to 1, but it's not good enough because I have lethal. Like the big part of this game, which is he's like for control, like he's playing a lot of subpar cards. Like a lot, like the majority of the cards he's playing, they all kind of need evos. If all those cards need evos, and you only have like 2 to 3 evos, like maybe say 2.5 on average, that's not where you want to be at, friend. And just because I realized what it was that I had to do. Like I physically, when your opponent is on Satan, you literally cannot leave anything up alive, just because like you don't want to die to the 1 in 10 that they get the Astros for the first card. Just, you don't want to do that. You also don't want to for some reason be playing like non-standard cards this way, you can always like telegraph that, or sorry, you can always like potentially hide the fact that they maybe have a second Baja in hand. But as you saw there, like he just kept playing out cards, and like eventually I just knew, okay, well he doesn't have Baja, so now I can just go and Baja, and I'll be perfectly fine. If you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like, go and hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya!